working its way up to that. We talked about a water event back in 2007, before most of this stuff was happening, and it was hard to believe at that time. But you're starting to see it more and more. It will take place, and all coastal cities are going to be in trouble because of that. That will also cause a weight displacement event, which means magma is going to be squeezed to come out of areas that normally wouldn't erupt. A displacement of water. What follows that are multiple volcanic vents opening up. Right? So you can look for that too. We'll undergo that too. This summer is going to be one of those telltale years, guys. If we survive this summer, right? If we survive this summer, if the flood events in the clay rain, I'm going to call it clay rain, if we can survive all of that and the fog and the chemical detections that will take place on the East Coast and some of the precautions that will take place on the West Coast, right? If we survive all of that, then we can expect drastic changes in the weather come this winter coming up. Drastic. And that will coincide with bad issues in the heavens, right? To my understanding, we have some intersections taking place in the heavens this year, 2024. And the closer we get to those, of course, the more information people are going to have. But coordinates they should be of high confidence in April. In April, there should be a high confidence in coordinates, which means a person with a telescope should be able to take that telescope and begin to see things based off coordinates, right? Things don't match other things that move in the heavens. They should be able to see something brand new. So the higher the confidence in those coordinates, the closer we get to that time, the more, you guys will have a chance to observe it yourselves. Just make sure you don't, make up some narrative when you do see it. Because that's going to be a very different time. Always expect people to embellish what it really is. And that's unfortunate because that normally happens, right? You have people out there that have very convincing speech, and if you listen to them, to what they say, you'll believe every word that comes out of their mouth because it will sound plausible. But it may not be true. I would encourage everybody to, as you get information, take your time. Certainly do pray about it, right? Let the Lord guide you into truth. Let him guide you. Science is not going to work out too well. People are going to see an evil constellation. That's what I keep calling it, which means a constellation, right, that has long been gone is coming back again, and it only comes back during the times of decimations of the earth, like a cosmic calendar. So, when that happens, most are going to be, they're not going to have an answer for that. They're going to come up with one quick, but they won't have an answer for that from the onset. So keep that in mind. Okay, somebody had a question in here before I go over something else. Let's see what you guys have any questions on what we talked about so far. I hope that you guys who have old routers, you're going to have to deal with them. Please deal with them. Somebody said, what's going to happen April 8th? I have no idea. I will post dates in certain areas of the website as I feel them strongly enough, right? Normally when I post dates, guys, I have to be I just don't operate on a whim, which is why those dates always, they always intersect with happenings, right? And I didn't post any after a few events because people were starting to write in emails of the wrong type, right? You get a date, you get 3 or 4 dates right? And then people start writing in, wanting you to speak something over them or something like that. That's not what I put those dates up there for. That's not to edify me or anybody else. That's so that people can be informed of things in the heavens, not to do that flesh worship thing. And so I didn't put any up there. Hopefully people would say, well, there are no dates, It's just like everybody else. That's right. It's what you need to think. Because any dates that go in there are not for popularity, right? That's information. when things happen on those dates, it's information in the hopes that you guys will see that it's just not hogwash there. There's some impossible subjects we have to discuss that you guys will not believe right now if I began to discuss them. You have to have demonstration before you can actually